Hi-oh! How we all doing today? Doing good? How we all doing today? Doing good? Just getting started here. Hopefully people start showing up real quick. But today is an exciting episode. It's obviously not my primary theme, as it were. I mean, a lot of times... I'm going to adjust my mic because it's peaking over here. But I've been talking about this for several months now because of the fact that since we moved, we've been very much in the market to get a new cat. And because of lockdown, it has been like impossible to find one. And we've just been hanging here and we're like, okay, we're searching and we're searching, and it's like, where's the cats? Where's the cats? Well, in the Surrey area, there just aren't any. There haven't been, at least. And it's been so difficult to find one. And, man, I mean, we were just like going, what do we have to do? And so what we started doing is we pretty much found every different adoption service that's within a reasonable area of us. And actually, like looking about as far out as 10, 15, maybe 20 miles from where we're at. So it was covering quite a distance at the end of the day because there's just so much out there. And man, it was it's hard to explain this whole thing. Yes, finally, hello, Husky and Wolf Dog. We were just driving ourselves nuts trying to figure out, how do we get a cat? Do we have to actually go and pay £200 for one? And the other tough part was we were actually looking for an older cat. We didn't want to necessarily adopt one that was a kitten, or buy a kitten per se, which is the trick. And because of that, it just made, I think everything a little bit harder because they're just, like I said, with lockdown, there's just nothing available. And so we're just like, what do we do? And so here's what happened. I'm rambling on, but here's essentially what ended up happening was I set up like a window with nothing but web browser pages from the shelters. And every morning I would go and start looking at each one to see if any new pets showed up that were available for adoption. And we had gotten a couple mild leads here and there, and some people saying oh, just give us your information, and if something shows up, we'll contact you. And nobody ended up contacting us after every time that happened. And finally, oddly enough, I looked on the Cats Protection website, and they have several different branches. So in our area, we have there's a Guilford and Godalming branch, then there's a Woking branch, there's a Hazelmere branch. There's several different branches that are within reach of us that we could adopt for. And out of all of them, the Guilford and Godalming branch, which is our area, we had the least amount of animals forever. And I mean, since the time we started looking, there's maybe one, and that was completely not within our parameters. But usually nothing, absolutely nothing on there. I mean, the last couple of weeks there hasn't been one at all that showed up at all, until finally Wednesday, when I look on there and there's one there, and there's a couple on the cats hereforcats.org website, and there's another one or two I think on the Hazelmere Cats Protection website as well. And so I emailed about all of those, and the Here for Cats never got back a hold of me at all. And the Hazelmere one got back a hold of me and said, the ones you're looking at are already reserved, and so you can't get them. And so yeah, they were not available at all. And we ended up going but the one that was available, luckily, was Tolkien, who is now our new family member. Woohoo! I gotta get the video set up here so you can see him. He's not gonna be in the room with me presently because he's still adjusting to the house. And if any of you guys know anything about adjusting a pet to a new household, it takes a little bit of time for them to want to start exploring the whole house. And so he's still in the bedroom. I mean, I probably could have set up in the bedroom and tried to do it in there, but it's just been a little bit harder. Because, yeah, he's in the bedroom, so I just took a lot of footage of him so you guys can get a good look at him. And let me get this set up here so you guys can see him properly. But yeah, it's just very, very exciting because we've been looking for so long, and it's just it's been so one of those things where it's like, no, we're persevering, we're gonna get a cat, it's gonna happen. But man, it's just like you have lockdown on top of trying to get a pet, and these things are just sort of wearing on us, and we're just like, come on, man. We're putting it out there to the universe. We had already gotten everything the cat needs. We had gotten the litter box. We had gotten the cat tree. We had gotten actual litter for the litter box. And we'd gotten the cat bed. We'd gotten the cat blanket. We'd gotten the new water bowl for him. And the only thing we didn't get was like the actual cat food, because we didn't know what kind of cat we were gonna get. So we wanted to wait to find out what that was gonna be before we actually bought the cat food. But we're like, no, we are here for this properly. Yeah. So, yeah, Husky and Wolf Dog, I probably will have to do a mythology of cats one. Because I know there's some good history of cats videos out there by people. And I don't cover animals too much right now. I've mainly been covering just plants and everything. But I may have to break down and do a mythology of cats video too. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea to me. So let's go for it here, and let me show you Tolkien. Once I change the music, which suddenly has some lyrics on it. I got background music with lyrics. No. Here we go. Okay, back to the video. Here we go. I got that. Kaboom! So this is Tolkien. And he's 14 and a half years old. He's an older cat. We call him our elder statesman, or mature gentleman of our household now. And he was being taken care of by a lady who's 93. And she just couldn't, basically she just couldn't care for him anymore, unfortunately. So, yeah, now he is ours, hooray. But yeah, he has a small thyroid condition, first off, which basically makes him, he eats plenty, he eats a ton, but it's a hyperactive thyroid, which means he doesn't get big at all. And he's like, what, 3 kilograms is it? Or is it 3 pounds? I'm not sure. Because the thing just said 3 point whatever and change in his weight. But he's a lighter cat as far as that's concerned, but he's still very energetic. But I put it in there on the chat. Look at the chat on the bottom there. And if you want to donate to the Eccentric Nature channel, or specifically to the Tolkien Benevolent Thyroid Fund, then please use the super sticker or the super chat and give a little donation to Tolkien. And we would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, he just needs a little bit of medicine that we give him every morning and every evening. And he eats it just fine. He does no problems with it. He totally, doesn't bulk at it at all, which is fantastic. But he's a very chill cat. I mean, he's there with his little catnip banana there. It's his favorite toy currently. Other than that, we're gonna get a couple little toys, I think, for him. But we've just been playing with string with him so far, and he's cool with it. He loves just some basic, good old cat yarn string action. And he's great like that. It's fantastic. But what else here? But yeah, like the whole process was amazingly fast. That from the time we got him, basically I contacted them Wednesday right after my morning workout around somewhere around noon, and is I'm going to try and bring this up on my phone in case you guys are making any comments here, but he I was contacted by them, by the cat shelter, about that in that afternoon, just a couple hours later, somewhere around 2, there are 3 that they contacted me and said, hey, yes, we still have Tolkien. Here's the problem, though. He has this thyroid condition. He's an older cat. Are you okay with that? And they're like, and we're like, yeah, we've been looking for an older cat because we know it's a lot of times harder for older cats to get adopted from shelters compared to young cats. And, yeah, they're, excuse me, as far as the older cats are concerned, it's just, yeah, it's just the part of things. Like a lot of people want kittens. They want the cat, and we're like, no, we want to just take care of a cat who's, needs love and maybe has a condition who needs a little extra love, and because we know we can provide that. I've had pets in one way or another. Either I own them or live with them and help take care of them since I was young, and this is the longest period I've been without an animal around in my house since I moved over here to the UK, and it's just been like one of those things that's been driving me nuts and needling at me that I just needed to get a new animal family member. So my sound is breaking up. Oh no! Is it just a bad mic thing here? Because I got the mic in and everything. Is everything sounding okay? We're okay? Testing. 1, 2, 3. How is the sound? How is the sound? Are we doing good? Let me know if the sound keeps breaking up here, because it shouldn't be. I'm using the same equipment as I always do and not doing anything weird to it. So hopefully it's working okay. I can't tell on my end, so. Oh, great. Husky and Wolf Dog says it's good. Desmond Donder says it's good. Just Rex George was having some temporary problems there. Okay, we're good. Sounds good. Woohoo! Hello, Richard, the owner of Zoe and Noodles. Good to see you. Yes, new cat. Woohoo! So it finally happened, but yeah. So that afternoon, we talked to the Cats Protection, Guilford and Godalming, and then we actually talked to the people who are fostering him later, just like an hour or 2 later. And then that night around, 6:45 or something like that, we actually had a Zoom call with them to kind of, meet him in person, because of lockdown, you can't actually go meet the cat. So, yeah, we were able to see him on Zoom. But by that time, we were already sold, really. I mean, we didn't have much of any doubts, because they were saying he's like a wonderful, loving cat. He's a lap kitty, which is something that we were wanting. And here's his benevolent, relaxed gentleman pose. There you are. He likes doing this crossed over paw thing a lot. We've noticed that is his preferred posture when he's doing his cat nap. But yeah, he's getting used to the new scratch pole that we bought him. He's already broken into his banana. You can see behind him there's lots of little flakes on his blanket. That's his catnip that's kind of going flying everywhere. So we had to sew that banana back up, so hopefully we can get some more life out of it. But yeah, we talked to him that night on Zoom, and then I sent a message to the Cats Protection League saying, yes, we definitely want him. And she contacted me the next day saying, hey, just to make, we just want to double check, we know, here's the medical records. We just want to be forthright and say, this is what's going on with him, just in case, this scares you away. And we're like, no, we don't care. Obviously, it's a very, dealable condition. It's not like he's dying from a liver disease or something like that. It's just, a minor condition, really, that he can easily live with for a long time. Oh, thank you so much, Ernie Hatmaker. Woo! Ernie Hatmaker. Ernie Hatmaker. Yes! Thank you. Super chat. But thank you so much. Let me see here. What else? So yeah, then Thursday they give me the medical records, and then they sent over the paperwork. I filled out the paperwork and got that all done on Thursday. And then Thursday evening, I talked to the fosterer again, and she said, "Oh, can I just drop by on Friday?" And we're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, heck yeah. So, yeah, Friday right after my workout in the morning, boom, we've got a new cat. And they were amazing. The foster people are, I gotta say, absolutely amazing. I so much love for them. They gave us a little kennel for him. They gave us some little food packs for him. They gave us that little banana toy, and they gave us some food bowls like that water dish you see there. They gave us all these things for him that we would have went and got ourselves anyways. But it was just so nice. They so appreciate her, and lots of love to her. But yeah, Tolkien was the name he came with, and we just, we love that name. I'm a big fan of J.R.R. Tolkien, so I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna keep that name. But yeah, he's a great cat. He's still very mobile. He gets like a little twitchy when he gets sleepy, and I've heard like sometimes he can get a little wobbly in his back end there. But just like after he tries to jump up on something. But we haven't even seen that yet. But so far, he's still adjusting to the place. You can see he's actually starting to come out of the room there a little bit around the stairs. And especially with food, he likes coming out of his room. He's a big eater. He loves eating his food there. And we usually want to take the food dish, and we've taken it downstairs to go prepare it. He'll come and follow us downstairs. That's the only time he's been downstairs for the most part, is whenever he's hungry. So like my wife just got done doing her Sunday sessions where she does her singing. And he came down just being like, hey, it's dinner time. Anybody want to feed me here? Anybody? Okay, I'm going to be upstairs when you're all ready. Food bowl up here. And yeah, that's part of another reason he wasn't in the room, because I just fed him just before I came on the live stream, so he was eating his dinner over there. But yeah, he's great. He's in great shape as far as we can tell. We registered with the local vet who's just down the road, which was awesome. And yeah, Happiness in Sweet Tea says, love my food too. Love it. Hello, Rants with Rogers. Good to see you. All right. Lots of people in the chat. Thank you so much for Ernie Hatmaker, who donated via the super chat to the Tolkien Benevolence Fund. If you want to donate, please right down below here. You can see the little $ symbol right next to the emoji. Give me a super sticker or a super chat, and greatly appreciate it. You can help pay for Tolkien's medicine. Woohoo! But yeah, we got most everything taken care of. My wife on Friday went and bought some of the extra food for him, and we got him completely covered on all his on pretty much everything now. We're waiting. We bought a blanket that was coming from the U.S. along with this custom food bowl that's coming from the U.S. that should be arriving soon, but we have these other food bowls in the meantime. I think the idea is once he gets used to the whole house, we're going to go ahead and maybe like we're going to at least have a water bowl upstairs and downstairs. You might have a food bowl upstairs and downstairs as well. But this is his favorite area right now. He's been hanging right here in between the cupboard and the bed in this one spot. That's where he really loves to hang out. And yeah, he has started slowly venturing out. He has come into the office a couple of times, but usually he stays right in this area or on the bed itself. We don't mind him getting on the bed. I've had my pets normally do sleep with me, so I don't care. I like them there. I know some people are like, no, don't have the pets on the bed. I'm like, no, I like snuggling with my cats. What else am I missing here? Oh, thank you, Robin's Tiny Homestead. Says isn't she cute? It's he, actually, Tolkien. It's a guy. Mommy's and Kimberly's Adventures. Hello, thank you. Best food for cats is meat and animal fat. Yeah, it's when he first ate, we were like going, he's just a gravy lover, because the wet food pack we gave him, he like slurped up all the stuff around it, all that, and then slowly but surely ate the rest of the actual chunks of the animal food. But he just slurped up that gravy. He was like, well, he's a gravy lover. He's a big time gravy lover. But yeah, let's go back and we'll just recycle these. I got like 10 minutes of footage. That's all I got. So I'm sure I'll be getting more. I'm going to be posting more on my Instagram and on my Twitter, I'm sure. But yes, this is Tolkien, our new cat. So awesome. So happy about it. And what else to say? Yeah, he is a very loving cat, and even in the short time that we've got to know him, and we've only had him a couple days now, obviously, but on the first day where, lots of cats may hide under the bed and, not come out for a while, on the first day he was like under the bed for a short time, for a couple hours, and we stayed just on the bed, just hanging out with him at first to let him know he's safe, but then we left the room to him just to let him get used to it. And by the evening, he was coming out and wanting pets and everything, and yeah. And since then, he's, hasn't started venturing out into the other space yet, but he definitely has been wanting lots of lovin's already, and I'm sure he'll, become even more of a lap kitty the more we get used to him. The foster people said that it took him about a week to really fully open up, so we're expecting over the next few days him starting to explore the upstairs more and more, and then eventually the downstairs. But we got a couple of the cat pheromone things that you plug into the wall, and it kind of releases a cat pheromone scent into the space. And the foster carer was awesome and gave us one, and we just bought another similar one for the downstairs. So hopefully once he starts opening up, it's supposed to make him feel a lot more comfortable about the space and feel like it's, his space. And so because of that, it definitely is, hopefully will make it easier for him to go out and explore. So yeah, we got a couple of those things as well. Marmaley and Kimberly's adventure says she wants a kitty one day, but we have 3 big lab dogs and a fish. Labs usually aren't too bad with cats, I think. It depends on but there are certain dog breeds that totally love cats and don't mind them at all. And yeah, at the moment we're just gonna stick with our wonderful new cat here, and then we'll go from there. I'm trying to get a second cat, especially when he's older, is a lot harder, I think, because of the fact that older cats generally don't like, having a new cat come into the household. And it's definitely something that we're like, since we just got him, we're not going to go, okay, we're going to have another animal suddenly, in your space. It's like, no, that's not cool. We don't want to do that. So, yes, we're very, very much going to just stick with Tolkien, and probably will wait for a long time before we try and get another animal in the house, or mate until we move somewhere else. What else we got here? Might want to check his teeth. Hard food might be harder for him to eat. Might need soft food. We were told that he's fine with both, and he basically gets for his main meals soft food, but we leave like a small bit of hard food out for him to graze on throughout the day. Especially because we during the middle of the night, I have heard him a couple times get up and graze on that. And yeah, he doesn't go through it fast. He doesn't suddenly just go boom, boom, boom and eat it all. He does very much just graze a little bit every now and then. But he is, a much bigger fan of the soft food. And I'm sure we'll, get him regular checkups at the vet to keep him happy and healthy there. Yeah. So yes, Tolkien, our new cat, so awesome. It's, been a long process, and so it was just almost a little bit of a shock to, after so long a time. I heard stories of various shelters that on their websites, and a lot of places said, okay, what we'll do is you will fill out the adoption form, and then you'll go on and we'll probably do a Zoom call with you and have you give us a tour of your place so we see what you have for your setup, and you can let us know what you have for products for them. And I wasn't expecting it to be so fast. I was expecting to have to do a Zoom call with the Cats Protection League as well to actually go and get approved by them. And we same thing like with the we kind of like, I think, forced it on the one lady who was fostering her. We're like going, you want to see our space to see what he's gonna get? Because we're like, we want to make sure that you guys are happy with who he's going to. So yeah, we actually showed her around our place. Because yeah, we were surprised that they weren't. She asked the lady Louisa from the Cats Protection League did actually ask me a few more questions beyond what was on the adoption form, but that was it. She didn't say, okay, I want to go and see your place or anything now. So that was a bit surprising. I was expecting just a little bit more of a vetting process. But I don't know, maybe again that is something because of the fact that he's an older cat, and we didn't have a problem at all with him being on a medication and having a thyroid problem, that we were like, okay, sure, no problem, we'll just take him. So, yeah. Woohoo! I don't know what else to say unless you guys have any questions. Yeah, I know. Mommy and Kimberly's Adventures. Yes, arms crossed. He's all fancy. But that's his way. He'll sit with them like this. A lot of times they're just one on top of the other. Is the way he likes to lay down, and that we've seen him so far. Every now and then he'll lay down on his side or on his back, like you've seen in a couple of the shots. And we're really excited about him, starting to own the rest of the space. We started with the litter box in the room because, what we heard is that, when you first bring them into a new space is you try and have just one room be their space. So you have everything in that room. And so what we did was we did that the first night, but then the second day we started trying to just let him, at his leisure, spread out a little bit more. So what we did is we took the litter box out of the room and put it just outside the door, just on the other side of the stairs. So it's maybe just a step or two for him to get to it, but it's out of the room. But it's just a step further, and to let him start exploring a little bit more. But as you can see, most of the stuff's still in there. We got the kennel open in the corner there, which he hasn't really used, as far as I've seen, since he came out of it. But I want him to feel like it's no big deal, like he can go there if he wants and be comfortable in it. Because that's another thing I've known about kennels is you don't want to leave them hiding away and have them be like, oh no, the kennel's coming out, bad things are going to happen, they're going to take me and poke me and prod me and yeah, you want to have the kennel be just a natural safe space, so when you take them somewhere they're like, I'm cool with being in this kennel, alright. What's Desmond, what were you guys saying here? We got some comments. Yes, happiness and sweet tea. Yes, adoption is wonderful. And Desmond Donder says, yes, all the space now belongs to Tolkien. None belongs to humans. Oh, thanks, GLG. Yeah, we definitely are, I have always been a huge cat animal person, just straight animal person. Love cats, birds, dogs, whatever. And I've had pets, in one way or another, like I said, all my life. And so, yeah, this is something I've been looking forward to for a long time, and so happy to finally have it taken care of. You guys have any questions? Because otherwise I'm just rambling on, and as I'm remembering things, hitting them. But I just wanted to show you our new cat. Woo! Oh my gosh. Finally done. Finally done. Woohoo! All right. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys have any new questions about Tolkien here. Our wonderful new cat. But I'll get him live on camera, I'm sure, here. If not next week, the week after. Because we got to give him more time to adjust, as we said. But from what I've heard, he likes being picked up and likes being in laps and stuff, so I'm sure eventually I'll be able to get him here on camera and have him here live. But yes, GLJ, very much a proud cat daddy. Yeah. Yep, happiness and sweet tea. Totally get it, yeah. I've that my last dog that I adopted as well, same thing, where it's no, I always go to shelters first, because it's there's so many animals out there that get left behind that need love and need help, That's the other awesome thing, was that the Cats Protection League said, because he's on this medication, we're willing to waive the adoption fee for him. I was like, what? How cool is that? So instead of the adoption fee, what I'm doing is I'm just donating some, to them, which I had been donating to the RSPCA for like years now. So I was just going to kind of do the same thing instead with the Cats Protection League to, show them some love and thanks for, getting us this wonderful cat finally. Woohoo! Desmond Donder says, "This bowl is broke," he says. "I'll try the other one." Yep. He is a big time eater, despite his thyroid condition. He still has a very, very active appetite. Yeah, we've noticed that's where I think as he's been becoming more comfortable, he's been eating more, and the foster people said he probably will eat a good amount the first week or two, especially because he's still adjusting to the new space, and it's a bit of comfort eating. But he won't necessarily put on weight, and even if he does, it's not going to be a ton because of his thyroid thing. And yeah, so far he's very cool in that he lets us know whenever he's hungry. He doesn't meow much at all, except for when he has something he really wants, and it's usually when he's hungry. So otherwise he just purrs and is awesome. And yeah, it's like this morning we were like wondering, and it made me actually text the foster people, because like at 7 he woke me up being like meow, meow, and being like, "Dude, I need some food." And I was like, "What? It's only 7. Your breakfast isn't supposed to be until like 8 or 9." Because the morning before he ate at 9. And we're like, "Are you sure? Can we give you breakfast now?" So I ended up going ahead and giving him breakfast, and then texted them, and they said, "Oh yeah, he's like, he's fine with having his breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and having a couple snacks during the day." So we completely covered him in that sense. So yeah, all good. That's our wonderful cat. Woohoo! But thanks y'all for tuning in to see Tolkien, the new wonder cat of eccentric nature, who I'm sure will be making some guest spots from time to time. And yes, if you feel like donating to the Tolkien Benevolence Fund, please hit the super chat down below. But so you know, this was all I was doing for this week. I will be doing another live stream soon, I'm sure. Again, we have a busy week coming up this week. I've had a couple of busy weeks here, but I think I might have time on Tuesday to go straight into another live stream. No, I am busy on Tuesday again. So Tuesday is out again. I can't do Tuesday. And Thursday, again, I can do Thursday. So we're looking at doing a live stream on Thursday. And I'll probably have a new regular video out on next Sunday, like I normally do. But this week I was just exceptionally busy. I had 3 different roleplay sessions I had to do this week. Medical roleplay online. These are part of the big things we do to get income right now. And so I had to do 3 different sessions this week. And that just soaked up all of my editing time and everything. And so yeah, I was just busy with that this whole week. So I didn't actually get one done. But since I was doing Ginger, I planned on getting a couple of the faster ones done first, just to try and catch myself up. And I also needed to do a little extra research, because my initial round on the history of Ginger didn't come up with as many interesting facts as I would like to see. And so I had to rent a couple of books from the library and buy a couple of books, because I'm like, hey, there's got to be more out there on this than this. And I found a couple little things, but yeah, it's been a little bit hard finding information on Ginger, surprisingly. So I was pushing the history and mythology of Ginger back a little bit until I found a little bit better information on that. So I'm starting off with the benefits of ginger tea coming up next Sunday, and then I'm going to follow that up with actually one of the cilantro coriander videos with what's the difference between cilantro and coriander. which is very much a big debate, especially when you're coming from North America or you're coming from Europe and the UK. So I know a lot of you guys but call it one or the other. And I actually refer to it as both. And when you see the video, you'll know why. Because coriander / cilantro, it's all officially one plant, but it's tricky. It's complicated. So, yes, you'll have to see the video to find all the details. But that'll be coming out after that. And then I'll probably be doing more of my ginger videos, followed by more of the cilantro coriander videos. And, yeah, that's the upcoming plan. Thank you so much for joining the live stream today and meeting my new cat. We will definitely see you guys again soon. I'll announce the topic for the Thursday live stream really soon. What was I going to talk? I might actually be talking about the top herbs because I got the new cat. I think I'm going to do some research and find out what's the herbs that cats can and can't have. It'll probably be my live stream on Thursday. So, and it'll probably cover dogs too, for all the dog lovers out there. So, what herbs your pets can and can't have, since I am big herb man. So, yes, you guys have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Woohoo! We got a cat. Yes. Yes. Woo! We'll see you guys for the next round on Thursday. See you later. Bye, y'all. Woo!